All right, good morning. So I'm going to record myself doing the two problems that were the two problems on the front of the page that were on homework, or would have been homework tonight, but I don't send the math home on Fridays. But I'm going to do two of the problems because this is what we worked on in class today. So the first problem is 7 divided by 2. I always teach the students, since this is just ones and not ones and tens, go ahead and check that. That's the ones, and that's how many ones you're going to draw in the box. 2, 3, 4, 5. I always do rows of 5, 6, 7, and notice I always line things up. And the next one divided by 2, that's how many rows we need. We need 1 row, 2 rows. As I cross off, I draw a disc, and that's what they call them, discs, in a box. So I crossed off 1 first row, 2 second row, first row, second row, and I just keep going back and forth until I don't have enough to put in both rows. So since I have only 1 left, and I have 2 rows, there's not enough to put in both rows, so I circled that. That's my remainder. So in each row, I have 3. 1, 2, 3 discs, so my answer is 3, and the one I circled is our remainder. So the answer is 3 remainder of 1. Now, 3 is our quotient. That's what we're going to put above our ones. 3 times 2 equals 6. 7 minus 6 equals 1. That's our remainder of 1. In order to check your work, you're going to, and our quotient again is 3, our remainder is 1. In order to check your work, you're going to multiply your quotient, which is 3, times the number you're dividing by, which is 2. 3 times 2 equals 6, but there's a remainder, so you still need to add your remainder. 6 plus 1 equals 7. So ultimately, in order to check your work, you want to end up with the original number 7. I'll do the next one with tens and ones down at the bottom. Starting with my tens, I have 7 tens. Check it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. Next are my ones. I have 3 ones. 1, 2, 3 ones, and I have 2 rows. 1, 2. Notice I put my rows kind of at the bottom so that I'm able to, and I like to space them out. I didn't give myself much space, so I'll do it this way if there's room for space. So there are my 2 rows. Check it off. All right. Now, same thing. As I cross, I put a disc in a row. Cross, put a disc in the next row. And I just keep doing that. Now, I have 2 rows, but I only have 1 disc in the tens place, though. Now we need to regroup because that's a whole 10. That means my 10 discs need to move over here, and I'm going to draw 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that I drew over here. All right? So now I need to take care of my ones. I've already taken care of this 10, so that's not a remainder there. We needed to regroup them. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. Cross off and draw in each row. Now I have 2 rows and I have a remainder of 1 here. In each row, in the tens place, I have 3. In the ones place, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I circle 1, so that's my remainder of 1. So my answer is 36 remainder of 1. Now let's come over and do the same thing. In the tens place, I have a 3, so above my 10, I'm going to put that 3. 3 times 2 equals 6. 7 minus 6 equals 1. I need to bring my 3 down, and I have 13. In the ones place, I had a 6. So I have 6 times 2 equals 12, and I write my 6 above the 1 since that's the place we were looking at. 3 minus 2 equals 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0, so we don't have to write our 0. We have a remainder of 1. So our quotient is 36, and our remainder is 1. Now again, in order to check our work, we multiply our quotient times the number we're dividing by, which is 2. 6 times 2 equals 12. 3 times 2 equals 6, and then 6 plus 1 equals 7. Always multiply your ones times the number at the bottom in the ones place first, and then your tens times that number, and then don't forget to add the 1 that's down there. So my answer is 72, but remember, we started with 73. We have a remainder of 1, so we need to add that 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 7 plus the invisible 0 equals 7. We needed to end up with 73, and we ended up with 73. So hopefully that helps out with you being able to help your students at home also. I am noticing some aren't getting some of these steps, but as we move along, I am pulling small groups and doing work that way. So have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.